All right, let's do it. Episode 9, Release Rotation. This is your host, John W. Snyder. Again, it's late, almost 10 o'clock where I am. Seems like a pattern, but that's all right. Great day here in Southern California. How's the weather where you are? Let me know. Is it warm? Is it cold? Is it snowing? My family back in Oklahoma, they're having to deal with wildfires. Really low humidity, high winds. Not a good combo. So hopefully everyone stays safe there and they can get those fires put out. Let's just get right into it because I'm ready to go to bed. My oldest was up at 5:30 this morning, just ready to go. So that was fun because he's usually up between 6:30 and 7, but this morning was extra special. Let's talk about comedy real quick. One of my favorite comedians, his name's Pete Holmes, and he has a great podcast that is hilarious that you should all listen to if you want. But and I don't think he made this up. Maybe he did. I don't know. But he always says something that I say all the time now because it's so true. And something he says in his podcast, and I've heard him say it elsewhere, but he says, the truth is always funny. It's so true. When you think of stories and things that have happened in your life that are funny, they were true. So that's something that I look at in life is what stories can I tell? What's happened to me that are true and hilarious? So that's just something on comedy that always struck me when I first heard that. And Pete Holmes is the first person I heard say that. And again, I'm not sure that he made it up or not, but hilarious. The truth is always funny. And speaking of funny stuff, if you don't think you're funny, then other people probably won't think you're funny. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if that's true, but that's how I feel. But what's funny is if you're on Facebook, which we know how that's going with everybody. Facebook's just giving all our data away, I guess. Whatever. No, I'm just kidding. That's kind of a big deal. But they have this thing called memories, and you can go back to things you posted on this day, however many years back you've been on Facebook. And this is really the only reason I still have my Facebook, which is kind of funny. I mean, I keep in touch with family on here and some friends, but I love this memory section where I can go back and look at what I've said. And where is it? I'm going through these, real quick. Something I posted 6 years ago today. I said, if someone tells you it's not like it's North Korean rocket science, you should feel really stupid. No clue where that came from or why I said it, but it's kind of funny. And then something else that made me think of the truth is always funny is something I posted 7 years ago on this day in 2011. Was just in the bathroom using the urinal when a cleaning lady came in mopping. I turned around, she said hi, and kept mopping. Yeah, there you go. That's funny. It's true. But that's not the first time either that's happened. Happened to me at McDonald's in Texas too. But it was just a woman. It wasn't a cleaning lady. But that was really funny. Don't know why that happens to me. Has that happened to anyone else? Let me know if it has. Something else I posted on April 12th, 2013, so 5 years ago. And this is going to segue into my sports part because this isn't funny, but it just happened 5 years ago today. And I said, can't believe Kobe tore his Achilles, which crazy if you remember that game against the Warriors. When it happened, he still had 2 free throws to shoot, and he was going to shoot them no matter what. Not only did he shoot those 2 free throws, he made both of them. Kobe, where does he land in the best basketball player of all time list? Some will say 1. I know every Laker homer is going to say number 1. That's fine. Everyone I work with is going to say number 1. But for real, though, where does he land between 1 and 5 for sure, right? Just don't know where that might be. But, man, what a game. And I think, 2 years ago was his final night also, right? So 5 years ago, he tore his Achilles, hit 2 free throws, and then 2 years ago was his last game. And he scored 60 points, if you remember that game. So, and they got beat, of course. But insane career by Kobe. And now he's got an Oscar under his belt. Whatever. No big deal. That's all I have for tonight. Quick and easy. Hope you guys are good. We'll chat tomorrow. And I'm just going to go ahead and apologize real quick. You've probably already stopped listening, but I'm really monotone and quiet because I do these things late at night and I'm trying not to wake my family. So I got to figure that out, which that's part of the process, right? It's my 76ers plug for the night. Trust the process. All right, let's do it.